Hi everybody, Dr. K hopping on a Tuesday for part 3 of the tools that I use for helping folks. So today I want to talk about my third tool, and that's the biofeedback machine that I use. So I've talked a handful of times about that. I use that in combination with my functional medicine and the energetic technology. And I'm holding my phone here, so I apologize because I want to show you the machine here in a minute. So the biofeedback machine is made in Budapest, and if you've heard of biofeedback before, a regular biofeedback machine you'd see somebody for that to help lower your blood pressure, kind of slow your brain waves. You know, the regular biofeedback machine does some basic things. This machine is a quantum biofeedback. It's an adductor. It's absolutely amazing. It's like a brain. It doesn't even store files. That's how much information it has on it. It helps from everything from desensitizing allergies to reducing and eliminating pain to, let's see, balancing your brain hemispheres, balancing your brain. Let's see, there's a ton. It helps with absolutely any condition, even smoking cessation. So it does a phenomenal amount of things. So there's so many panels on it that I can use for any condition, and I use this in combination with some of my energetic technology and the functional medicine. Sometimes I use this up against blood work to kind of verify, because this machine kind of gives me somewhat of a picture of what's going on inside the body and what the body's reacting to, what it's screaming at. So initially, when somebody is kind of hooked up to this, it tests it against 11,000 different signatures. So what do they mean by signatures? It's kind of an interesting concept. So each medication, each condition, everything carries what's called like an electromagnetic signature, like a proton neutron. It has its own kind of identity, so to speak. And so that's what this machine picks up. It will send signals to the body, and the body kind of spits back and says, yes, this is going on. No, this is not going on. No, I don't like this. It has 11,000 different items in it that the body will respond to give me a picture of what's kind of going more deeply. Sometimes when somebody doesn't even want to say something about what's going on, this will tell me. If you've had not so great food, this machine will tell me. So you can't lie to me and say, yeah, I've been eating healthy, but yet you snuck a cheeseburger from McDonald's yesterday. This machine will tell me that there's some not so great food that's been put in the body. It will tell me about stressors. It will tell me, gosh, just an enormous amount of information, and there's just way too much to even discuss to really even explain the plenitude of what this machine can do and tell me. So I'm going to flip the camera around now and kind of show you what it looks like, so we can get a better picture, and I can kind of give you a little bit of an overview of what's entailed with something like this. Okay, so here we are. This here that you see right here is a head harness. So you just sit in a very comfortable chair. I'm going to back up here a little bit. It's just, you're comfortable in a chair. And I apologize, this is a little room in my office room here in my home. But so you're going to use the head harness that goes around your forehead, and then these are just little leads. They go around your wrists and your ankles. There is no discomfort with this whatsoever. So I know it looks like contraption of some sort, but really this is just a way for the machine to communicate with the body and vice versa, back and forth, so that we can get a picture. So, and then we move over. This is a box that this is all hooked into. This is the adductor box that kind of reads things. And then I move over into the computer here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So this I've pulled up on myself because I can do this actually virtually. Once I do a session on somebody, I can kind of look in, and this will read through subspace, which is kind of amazing. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And as you see, there's things here in red. This is what the body's kind of, screaming at right now. And there's a lot of different things here, like it'll say vertebrae sacral, which means then you can ask the client, is there something going on inside your back? Because it'll pop up. There's a lot of things here that, may look a little confusing, but Doesn't mean you have these items, but this is what the body's reacting to. And as you you can scroll up, and it goes, I mean, it just gives me a ton of information on what's going on with the body. So it goes, pretty much up. There's a digestive issue. So this gives me an overview right here. And then from here, we go on to all sorts of different panels like the risks profile panel. And this one tells me more about, like, hey, there's some immune system dysfunction, there's some bacteria, maybe some hormonal issues, there's been some radiation exposure. Here it's food poisoning. It doesn't mean I've been poisoned, but something I ate was, processed or not so great. A circulatory issue may be a little bit of an issue. And from here, I go on to some different panels to start helping the body heal. So I'm going to back up here. But so this is just a computer. So I basically sit here and I go through a lot of different screens to get the body better. We can see what the body's allergic to. Food, toxins, it can pick up metals, it can pick up parasites, it can do all sorts of things. So, and I have a pain panel that this does. I mean, gosh, this actually even does facials. So I have a special attachment that kind of goes on to all this and hooks up in the back. That helps wrinkles in the face too. So it just absolutely does that and so much more. And I could talk about it for a very long time about all the different items it can handle. We can work on blood pressure. We can work on kidney function. We can work on heart issues. We can work on all sorts of things. The only thing I really kind of can't use this for, and only just for legality purposes, is if somebody has a pacemaker, because this does send a little bit of electric kind of signal to basically just see what's going on in the body. Like I said, you won't feel it. There's no discomfort. There's nothing. You just sit and relax. And I kind of do all the work and ask some questions, and that's all. I can, send homeopathics through this. I know it's a little out there, but this machine is absolutely incredible. They are starting to get this license, so it's incredible. I'm going to turn the screen around here. Back to me. So if this is something you're interested in and having a session done, we can certainly discuss that, and I'm happy to fill you in on more information rather than giving you a ton of information here. There's a questionnaire you fill out to see what your conditions are and what we need to work on, what your concerns are, and we go in and we see what the body says in relevance to this. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. I will leave my email and the website below. If you're having issues, this is one of the greatest tactics to really kind of figure out what's going on in a lot of ways. So I streamline this and use it for specific techniques. So please feel free to email me, reach out, drk@ihmohio.com. If this is something that's beneficial or of interest to you, might be beneficial or of interest to you, please reach out. I'm happy to talk to you about it even more. I'm happy to bring you in and we can kind of run a session and see what's going on and see if that's going to be helpful for you to deal with what's going on, because it can really make you feel good too. There's a whole feel good panel on here and hormonal balancing and everything. So there's lots we can do with this. So till next time, these are the 3 things that I use that really create some magnificent results. And till next time, we will chat more about more functional medicine, more of mindset tools and tips, and hope you have a magnificent remainder of your day. Take care.